Hello friend, welcome to Marine Engineering Hub. This is Ravi Gupta. Today we're going to talk about rotary cup oil burner. In today's topic, I will show you through the safety diagram that how the rotary cup oil burner looks like. After that, we will talk about how it is constructed, and then we will talk about the advantages of the rotary cup burner over the other type of burner and how the rotary cup burner is implemented in automation. And then through a diagram we will understand how this is installed and how it works and how the oil and air is been injected. So please remain tuned till last. I guarantee you that you will learn a lot. Before beginning the video, I want to tell you that I have made a video regarding pressure jet oil burner. If you want to know about pressure jet oil burner, you can click on the I button or you can click down in the description box. You can find and you can watch that video. So let's begin the video of a rotary cup oil burner. So as you can see in this diagram, this is the rotary cup oil burner. So this is the rotating cup which is in mounted and supported by a help of a spindle. This spindle is being supported with the help of a bearing, and at the end it is attached with the electric motor through gear or belt drive. So this electric motor is driving the this spindle at a rpm around 8000 to 12000 rpm with the help of the support from the bearing. Now in this spindle a fan is mounted here. A fan is mounted, and along with the fan this rotary cup is been mounted, and with this a outer casing of the rotor burner is formed. Now this rotary cup is been supplied with a fuel oil by from here. Okay, and the air is provided and which is being sucked in with the by the fan which is being rotated with the help of this spindle. So basically, the electric motor is providing two things. One is the air as well as the fuel. But this is the air compressed oil air, and this is providing the fuel. Both things is being provided by the help of a rotary cup burner. So this is the basic construction. Now let's see how it works. A rotary cup oil burner atomizes oil by throwing it off the edge of a taper cup being rotated at the RPM of 2000 to 700 by either an air turbine or by either an air turbine driven by primary combustion or by an electric motor driven by cup start by mean of V-belt. So basically what is happening, this rotary cup is taper in connection, and when it is rotated around RPM of 2000 to 700 7000, or it also comes in RPM 8000 12000 RPM depending upon the gear ratio, this centrifugal force imparted to this the oil when it's been dropped here while coming off the taper section at the edge, it is been changed into a fine droplet of oil form, means it is changes into the fine droplet form of oil, and you can say it has been atomized, changed into atomized oil parts. The basic assembly consists of a taper cup fitted to the end of a central rotating spindle mounted on a ball or a roller bearing. The fuel oil is supplied to the inner surface of the cup through hollow end of the spindle. Here a centrifugal force causes it to spread out evenly into a thin film, which move along with the taper until it reaches the tip of the cup, where radial component of the velocity causes it to break into fine particle as it passes through the surrounding air stream. Thus, like a pressure jet burner, this type of burner perform two functions. So basically what is happening, basically when the oil is being imparted here with the help of the rotational energy, it is gaining the swirling motion, and with the help of a taper cup section while it is passing through the end of the cup, it is changes into a fine droplet oil film, and with the rotational energy it is gaining the swirling motion. So this atomization and swirling action is provided with the help of a rotary cup. So It performs two things: supplying rotational energy to oil and breaking up into the fine particle. The final result will be a hollow rotating cone of oil droplet leaving the burner. So, as I have told you also in pressure jet burner, that a hollow rotating cone is very important because it consists of two components. One is the rotational component of air, rotational component means swirling motion, and second is the atomization type of oil means fine spray droplet of oil. These two things form a hollow rotating cone. This hollow rotating cone mix readily with the air and burn instantaneously when it come in contact with the ignition source. So for this reason, this hollow rotating cone is very important, which is been imparted by this rotary cup burner. Okay. Now as you can see in this diagram, this is the fan. Okay, this is the fuel oil which is being distributed, and this is the shroud of the rotating cup, you can say, and this is the atomizing cup. Okay, and this is the spray which is coming out like in this form, hollow cone which is formed. Now let's see what are the advantage of a rotary cup burner. Rotary cup burner uses provide the advantage of not using high pressure fuel oil line. So very important one. In pressure jet burner, we were using a oil around pressure of 8 to 10 bar. But in rotary cup burner, we don't require such high pressure fuel oil line. So it reduces the constructional cost because we don't need high pressurized pipeline. As the high pressure fuel oil line is unnecessary and this pressure plays no role in atomization, hence a gravity type fuel oil system or a low pressure fuel oil pump can also be installed. Very important one. So basically what is happening, as the fuel oil pressure is not such a big requirement, the fuel oil just need to be such that continuous flow of fuel oil can be imparted to this rotational cup. That much flow is required for rotary cup burner, and for that reason we don't require a high pressure fuel oil system, and second we also don't require high pressure pump. So we can either provide a gravity system or we can provide a low pressure fuel oil pump which will supply just enough to overcome the frictional loss of the pipe and can supply the oil to this rotating cup. This is a very big advantage when compared with the pressure jet burner. Now, automation. The oil throughput or mass flow rate is controlled by a regulating valve placed in the fuel oil supply line. It means wide turn down ratio is available with the rotary cup burner. So basically what is a turn down ratio? Turn down ratio is the ratio of maximum throughput by minimum throughput which can be implemented in a rotary cup burner. So that turn down ratio is around of 10 is to 1. So wide range of operation depending upon the wide range of load can be carried out by the rotary cup oil burner. For maximum throughput, the diameter of a cup is kept large enough to handle the required throughput, and there must be sufficient taper and rotational energy to ensure the oil is thrown off with the desired velocity. So to ensure that having a wide turn down ratio, the rotary cup which is being provided should be such diameter that it can ensure that the oil flow rate which is been imparted should have a velocity that it can break it into a fine particle, and it can also impart the swirling motion, means basically it can help to form a hollow rotating cone till the flow rate which it will allow that formation, that is the maximum throughput which it can handle. Minimum throughput, you can say, the amount of oil film, continuous oil film which can be provided throughout the rotary cup oil burner, that amount of minimum throughput it can handle. So for factor governing minimum throughput, oil supplied must be sufficient enough supply to maintain continuous film inside the cup so that to provide a primary film. So minimum throughput, minimum flow rate which it can handle is such that the it should be continuous filled with a thin film of oil such that it can support the primary film, and maximum should be such that it can be able to break it up into a atomized and swirling motion. So limitation, what a limitation of rotary cup burner is that it cannot be installed in a rooftop fire boiler. Okay, so For that reason, this rotary cup burner is used in a atomization or automation purposes because of having wide turn-on ratio. Now, as you can see in this diagram, this is the electric motor which is providing a drive by a help of belt, and this is the spindle which is rotating at the RPM of 2007 on the RPM. Now this fan is taking suction from here. Okay, this fan is taking suction from here, and this is a rotating cone where the oil is injected from here. This taper cup is converting the oil into fine droplet form and imparting swirling motion, and this air is providing the primary air for the mixing and combustion purpose. As you can see here, the primary atomizing air stream is provided by this fan suction taking air from here and from here, and this has been mixed with this hollow rotating cone and atomization is carried out. Now, much more elaborate way you can say, in this diagram the air is coming from here, is being sucked and is being pushed through here, and this is a secondary air which is coming. This is a primary air. Oh, okay, this is a secondary air, and this is the fuel particle which has been imparted, and this is the igniter which helped to start the firing at starting time. After that, continuous fire is taking place. This is the outer look of a rotary cup burner. This is a rotary cup burner with an electric motor, and this is the boiler furnace door which can be opened for inspection, and it is also hinge type so that it can pulled out and we can inspect the internal part of the cone or the roti cup, the whether it is fine or not, is choke or not. For that reason we can check it. Okay, so and for cleaning purpose also. So I hope you understand in this video that how a rotary cup oil burner work. If you have any doubt, please do comment below, and please do watch also the pressure jet oil burner. Image credit goes to GS Flanagan. Have a good day, friend.